You know, it's wild to me that we're going into 2026 and we're still dealing with HOAs trying to block solar, block EV chargers, block battery systems, or slap homeowners with insane insurance requirements that were never designed to be part of the process. And look, I get it. HOAs were created to maintain the aesthetics of the community. But somewhere along the way, a lot of them forgot that people actually live in those communities. People who pay mortgages, people who want to lower their energy bills, and people who want to adopt renewable energy without getting buried under paperwork and nonsense. And this whole topic came back into the spotlight because of an article posted on TCD, the cool down, where they highlighted a real situation happening out in Ohio. The article referenced a Reddit thread in R Solar titled HOA Blocking Solar Installs. And it is such a perfect snapshot of what homeowners across the country are dealing with. In the Reddit post, the homeowners explained that they were helping multiple residents in the same HOA go solar, but the HOA was flat out blocking every installation. And the kicker, Ohio passed Senate Bill 61, which restricts an HOA's ability to block solar. So the state literally put protection in place, and the HOA just acted like, the law didn't apply to them. According to the homeowners, the HOA claimed that because their internal agreement had a line saying solar isn't allowed, they could override the state law, which, just to be clear, is not how this works. HOA rule sheets do not supersede state law. The cool down article really emphasized that, quoting Reddit users who jumped in to say the same thing. One user said, some HOAs think they are above the law, which is painfully accurate. Another user in that same thread explained it perfectly. The bylaws are what matter, not the random rules packet. And this is where so many homeowners get confused because HOAs love to sound final. They love to send letters that read like you're dealing with a federal agency, not a board of neighbors who meet once a month in someone's living room. The cool down also pointed out that HOAs across the country are putting similar stunts. One homeowner was told they needed a $1 million insurance policy just to install an EV charger. $1 million for something that draws less power than a 5-ton air conditioner. Another homeowner was forced to deal with pesticides being sprayed in their yard against their wishes, and others were blocked from planting native gardens or installing solar panels as well. It's the same restrictive mentality over and over and over. But going back to the Reddit thread for a second, one of the best pieces of advice that came out of it was this. All you need is one homeowner to move forward with solar and the rest will follow. And they're right, because once one homeowner gets approved and the world doesn't end, the HOA loses its leverage. The fear is gone. Look, I work with homeowners every single day in California, Arizona, Texas, Florida, states where solar laws are changing constantly. And this trend is everywhere. A lot of HOAs are stuck on outdated ideas. They're trying to apply rules written in the early 2000s to technology that didn't even exist really back then. Panels today are sleek. They're black on black. They blend into roofs better than some roof tiles. They don't cause glare. They reflect less light than your windows, but some HOAs cling to aesthetic concerns that haven't been true in over a decade. And the insurance demands, that's a newer weapon and a dangerous one. Because once HOAs realize they can stall projects simply by demanding expensive or unnecessary coverage, it becomes another barrier to clean energy adoption. That's why it's important for 2026 especially that homeowners know their rights. Many states have strong solar access laws. Many explicitly restrict HOAs from blocking solar or imposing unreasonable conditions. And if the state protects you, the HOA cannot override that with a rule sheet or a quick vote. In some cases, all it takes is a lawyer reviewing the bylaws and someone saying, nope, that doesn't hold up. And that's exactly what the Reddit community suggested in the post the Cool Down covered. When HOA boards realize they're exposed legally, they back down fast. So if you're watching this and you're dealing with an HOA, don't give up. Don't let outdated rules stop you from lowering your energy bills or becoming more self-reliant. And if you live in a regulated utility territory with outages or high rates, solar isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. If you need help navigating this, whether it's the solar process, dealing with the HOA, understanding your state protections, or structuring a system that fits both the law and your home, you can reach out to me here at Renewable Innovations. It's what I do every day. I'm Dale with Renewable Innovations. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share this video if you found it helpful, and I will see you in the next one.